You spent countless hours researching, finding the right protein, cooking it, and then it's Tuesday, and you're wondering, what should I do with those leftovers? A lot of you put it into something like a quesadilla or nachos, but today I'm gonna challenge you to do something a bit more interesting with your leftover barbecue that you spent so much time developing. This ramen is a game changer, and I'm taking no shortcuts. A lot of work, but 110% worth the effort. And we're gonna build it from the bottom up. The spice that's gonna bring the life to our bowl of ramen is a tare. So we get our Japanese soy. And then you can use regular sake, but all I have is cooking sake. And this is known as kombu, or dried seaweed. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. You want just one strip of this. Cook this until you start seeing little bubbles come up from the bottom. If you cook this too long, too hard, and boil it, then you're gonna get a little bit of bitterness in your tare, and we don't want any of that. I haven't been able to find a really good mirin in Minneapolis yet, so if you're running around and you know where I can find some Han mirin, do let me know. This is gonna be what's adding the sweetness. It's probably the hardest ingredient for me to find, or the Shiro miso. Long story short, look in the refrigerated section, you'll find it in there. And then you're gonna cut your heat again, and I've got some bonito flakes. I want these to steep for about 5 minutes inside of there. Some grated ginger, and 1 clove of smashed garlic. Let all of this hang out for 5 minutes, kind of meld together. Then we'll run it through a strainer, add a little pepper, a little vinegar, and our tare will be ready for our bowl of ramen. That's delicious. It's earthy, salty, a touch of heat, a little bit of that kind of fishiness that you would expect from the ramen. This is gonna be really nice when all those flavors mellow out. And it happens by just putting it in the fridge a day or two before you're ready to make your first bowl of ramen. You're also gonna wanna take the time to make a really great broth. And it's actually really simple, you just need some time. I bought 6 pounds of pork neck bones. I basically just cooked them in a pot of water for 12 hours with a little bit of dried shiitake mushroom. And what I'm left with is this nice, cloudy pork broth. And when I want ramen, all I have to do is just warm this up. And the broth alone, it's pretty bland. And that's one of the things that I love about Asian cooking, is that it's very precise about building the flavors and layering things together, which is a lot like competition barbecue. But all we have to do is just warm this up, and we're getting one step closer to building the ultimate dish of leftover barbecue. So after you've cracked your membrane on your eggs, you're gonna get your eggs into boiling water. And this water is really hot. And you're gonna set your timer for 6.5 minutes. That's it. Hey Google, set a timer for 6.5 minutes.
All right, 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Starting now.
So when your timer expires, cut the heat, let it sit for 30 more seconds. Get yourself a nice ice bath set up, and our eggs are gonna go from the hot water into the bath as soon as our timer is done. You definitely wanna make sure that you're not taking any shortcuts on the noodles. Head over to your local Asian market and look for a great ramen noodle. How do you know it's a great ramen noodle? It'll have a slightly yellowish tint to it. And then if you look at the ingredients on the back, you'll notice that they use sodium bicarbonate in there too as well. It's finally time to put together the best barbecue leftover dish of ramen that you've ever had. We're gonna put 1.5 tablespoons of the tare in the bottom of the bowl. And then you wanna grab your really hot broth, and you wanna pour that into your bowl. Time for your leftover pork belly. And this is pork belly that we had left over from the banh mi's that we made. I'll put a link to that video in case you didn't catch it. I'll give you a nice 3 healthy slices of pork belly on there. And the rest is just garnish and dressing. I like a little bit of scallion on mine. And a little bit of seaweed is always nice as well. And of course, that soft-boiled egg. Pushed it a little too far, I think, but pretty close. There it is, the best way to enjoy your barbecue leftovers. Toss aside those nachos and those quesadillas. you spent a lot of time putting together some decent barbecue and cooking decent barbecue, leftovers should be good too. That's some damn good ramen, man. Got the pork belly in there. Just get a bite of that egg. Oh, whoops. And that broth is absolutely on point. This is the best bowl of ramen I've had in a long time. I encourage you to try it out. Make sure you check out that pork belly banh mi video, and we'll catch you on the next one.